I regret it. Oprah thought she could leverage the Sussexes narrative to dismantle the monarchy, but instead, she found herself ensnared in a web of fabrications that would nearly derail her illustrious career. It seems Oprah has made the decision to act as if Harry and Meghan's infamous interview never occurred. Just a few years ago, this was hailed as the interview of the century, with Oprah likely envisioning herself as the fearless journalist who would bring down the monarchy with one groundbreaking sit-down. Instead of securing her legacy as a transformative figure in journalism, she found herself caught in a web of fabrications that even the most gullible viewers could not overlook. When the interview was first announced, Oprah was practically drooling at the opportunity to sit down with the Sussexes. She probably believed that this moment would solidify her place in history as the woman who took down the royal family. Her aspirations mirrored those of Martin Bashir, who gained notoriety for his controversial interview with Princess Diana. However, Oprah ended up becoming a cautionary tale instead. Her career appeared to take a nosedive faster than Harry's diminishing respect for his own family. As the interview aired, it became increasingly evident that the fabrications were piled higher than a Buckingham Palace breakfast buffet. Meghan claimed they had a private ceremony before their official wedding, only for the Archbishop of Canterbury to swiftly debunk that assertion. Then there was the dramatic claim that their son was denied a royal title due to his biracial heritage, which was simply incorrect. A quick Google search would have clarified that royal titles are governed by centuries-old protocols. But let's face it, Oprah is primarily an entertainer, not a hard-hitting journalist, right? What began as a royal revelation quickly devolved into a royal disaster. Journalists and commentators began tearing the interview apart, and Oprah, realizing she had just facilitated one of the most embarrassing moments of her career, attempted to distance herself from the fallout. She must have wished she could rewind time and return to her serious BLM interviews, which at least didn't come with a side of royal drama. The stark contrast between those meaningful discussions and the sensationalism of the interview could not have been more glaring. However, it's crucial to note that Oprah didn't merely fall for Meghan and Harry's narrative, she was actively swept up in it. She thought she could ride the wave of racial tensions to dismantle the monarchy in one fell swoop, believing she was on the right side of history. Instead, she inadvertently amplified a series of fabrications that were disproven almost immediately, leaving her looking not just foolish but also complicit in a narrative that was never as clear-cut as she hoped. Now she appears intent on erasing that interview from memory, as if it were the last season of her own talk show. The irony is rich. Oprah likely thought the interview would grant her unprecedented access to the royal family, particularly to Queen Elizabeth. She may have envisioned herself being welcomed into the royal fold as Meghan's best friend, enjoying tea with the Queen and living the fairy tale. Instead, she ended up looking like a fool, and it's quite telling when an association with Meghan Markle begins to damage a public figure's reputation. Before this debacle, Oprah's career was already wobbling, but this interview proved to be the last straw. It shattered her carefully constructed image and raised questions about her judgment and journalistic integrity. Meanwhile, let's not overlook Harry's role in this unfolding drama. He has clearly bought into Meghan's us against the world narrative. After years of feeling like the second-best son in a family of royals, he found solace in Meghan's affirmations and rhetoric. Now he's stuck with her, and by extension, he's tethered to Oprah's disastrous decision to give them a platform. The real kicker? Oprah now wants to act as if this interview never happened. She has begun distancing herself from Harry and Meghan, hoping that the world will forget her embarrassing involvement in their fairy tale gone awry. However, sorry Oprah, but you can't simply scrub this hot mess from the internet. This interview will forever be part of your legacy, linking you to the couple that nearly derailed your esteemed career. Oprah, you've been markled, whether you like it or not. The world isn't going to forget this spectacle anytime soon. It's unfortunate that you didn't realize the potential fallout before allowing the world's most dramatic couple to air their dirty laundry on your watch. The implications of this interview are profound, extending beyond mere gossip. They touch on issues of credibility, the responsibility of media figures, and the narratives they choose to amplify. While Oprah may wish to distance herself from the consequences of the interview, it serves as a reminder of how powerful media can shape public perception. As she continues to navigate the aftermath, it raises questions about her future endeavors. Will she pivot back to serious journalism, or will she continue to chase sensational stories for ratings? The answer remains unclear, but one thing is certain: the fallout from her association with Harry and Meghan will linger, and the lessons learned from this experience may shape her career for years to come. In the end, Oprah's journey serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of sensationalism in journalism and the importance of due diligence. The world will remember the interview, not just for the drama it contained, but for the impact it had on the careers of those involved. Whether Oprah can reclaim her narrative and rebuild her reputation in the wake of this scandal is yet to be seen, but the shadow of that infamous interview will undoubtedly loom large over her legacy.